Let's rock. Another episode with Josh on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast. All right, ladies. So we get the opportunity as a team. Remember, it's not just me. I've got a company here. We've got staff, we've got coaches, we've got admins, we've got assistants, we've got people in the front end, the back end. We've got a whole operation here. So it's not just me on chatting to people. So how many ladies do you think that we speak to per year? It's pretty hectic. We at least do 2,000 to 3,000 calls per year. People that are wanting to find out the program, either been a referral, they've seen the ads, they've seen the socials, they've come through the podcast or the YouTube or TikTok or LinkedIn. There's a million ways people kind of find us. So what I want to go through today, with that, we get to survey thousands of people and understand exactly their problems, where the sticking points are, what the challenges are, what they're experiencing. So we get to collect all this data, which is amazing for us because we get to really hone in on providing the best solution for our clients because we know the problems that thousands and thousands of women over the age of 40 are facing when it comes to their weight loss, which is good. And combine that with we've been doing it for the last 5 to 6 years. So that would be 10 to 15,000 people we've chatted to in the last half a decade, which is great. So that means we get very, very good data and good awareness of people's problems. So that means the solutions that we create are very dialed in. So I want to go through today so you don't feel alone. What are the most common problems people face when it comes to their weight loss? Like, what are they saying to us? Like, Josh, here's my challenges and this is what I need help with. And man, if I could get some coaching around this, like that would be amazing. So one of the most common one, let's go right to the top. The most common problem I see people having before they start working with us is purely the fact that they can't maintain their weight. Everybody's lost weight before. This is not news. You have lost weight in any of the endeavors that you've done, whether it's half a kilogram, you lost 10, you lost 20, and you put a little bit back on, all of it back on, or all of it plus some. Everybody's been through that roller coaster in their own lives, whether that's over a short period or a long period. And you're probably nodding along right now. You're like, you know what? Fuck, I have lost weight and then fucking put some of it, if not all of it, back on. Now that's every single woman. I can say 100% of the ladies that work with have done that before. So that's probably the main thing that they're looking for. Well, the long term. They're looking for that long-term knowledge, how to maintain weight through the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. Because our ladies feel like when they get that skill right, they're set. They don't have to worry about the weight. They get some freedom back in their life. They're not eating like a fucking little birdie, like a little sparrow, trying to maintain their goal weight. So that's number one. The biggest one is definitely going to be that. Second one is almost always around nutrition. Ladies just flat out unsure how much to eat, when to eat, what to eat. This would be definitely close, very close number two. Because what we do for our clients is depending on their level of activity, what they do for work, how many calories they're burning per day, what their current weight is, where they are between 40 and 65, perimenopause and postmenopause, is going to determine how many calories that you should eat in a single day. That's also going to determine how many meals you should be eating and how much protein, how much carbs, and how much fat you should be aiming for. Weight loss isn't about eating a certain amount of vegetables. Like the dumbest fucking shit I ever hear is like, you need to eat this amount of vegetables per day and this amount of fruit per day. Like weight loss has nothing to do with that. You've got to eat the right amount of calories and the right amount of protein. Because you can eat salads all day, every day, and not lose any weight. You can even work out 5 days a week and not lose any weight. You can walk 10,000 steps per day and not lose any weight. Because it isn't just the one thing that you need to get right. Like I heard if I just eat 8 servings of vegetables a day, I'm going to be healthy and lose weight. I heard if I just cut out my carbohydrates, I'm going to lose weight. I heard that if I just reduce my sugar, I will lose weight. Now, like these things aren't flat out wrong. They're helpful, but it's not actually the thing you should be focusing on. It's how many calories do you need to eat in a day versus how many that you burn, How much protein do you need to have based on the weight that you are, the lean muscle mass that you have, and your level of activity? These are the things that are actually important. So ladies are looking for help around the nutrition, not just like the recipes. Like, yes, family friendly, they're local. You don't need weird health food store ingredients, fucking agave syrup and all this bullshit. You just need some simplicity around it. So they want to get an understanding. Like, all right, how do I get my nutrition right? The third challenge, they're all so close, but the third challenge, and probably the last one we'll kind of focus on now, is going to be the accountability side of things. All of our ladies are looking for some sort of accountability. Accountability isn't the Biggest Loser, having someone fucking yelling at you. You're an adult. We are adults. Coaches, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like 10-pin bowling. You're the one holding the bowling ball, trying to hit the pins at the end of the lane. And hitting the pins means you lose in weight each week. You're losing half a kilo, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5 kilograms per week. You lose in centimeters, your clothes are feeling good. So the aim of the game is to throw the ball down the lane and hit the pins. The role of a coach, though, is to make sure that you don't throw it in the gutter. So coaches are like gutter stops. They're designed to give you direction, stop you going too far off to the left or to the right, keep you on the track that gets results. Because like the kiddos, when the kiddies are playing or the uncoordinated people are playing bowling, 99 times out of 100, you're going to hit a pin when the gutter stops are up. No different to with coaching. Coaches are designed to give you the plan, the feedback, keep you on track. If you start to go off to the left or the right, bring you back on track. Doesn't matter if you're swaying between left and right. As long as you're staying on that lane, you're going to hit the pins. That's the job of the coach. So our ladies are looking for accountability. It's like, all right, I just need someone to kind of check in with me throughout the week. I'd like to talk to someone on a weekly basis, kind of get that feedback, make sure I'm doing the right things. If something unexpected pops up in my life and it derails me, I'm like, cool, I've got a strategy to get back on place. This is what coaching is all about. This is what accountability is about. The support, the feedback. You can do like one-on-one Zoom sessions with your coach. You can text them. You can ask them questions. You're not just given a plan and go, all right, fuck off, good luck. Like, imagine that. Imagine if life was like that. Imagine you send your kids to school. On day one, the teacher goes, all right, kids, here's the textbook. I'll see you at the end of the term after you've done the exams. I'll see you when I give out your marks. You'd be like, that is insanity. Who could do well with that sort of learning style? Or you go to work and on day one, you get the orientation, you go, all right, here's all the SOPs, the standard operating procedures. Here's how I would need you to do the role. And then no one sees you till the end of the year. You see them at the Christmas party. How'd you go? You'd be like, that would be fucking bonkers. But a lot of people are doing that with their weight loss journey. They get a diet or a plan, or they get an exercise program or a meal plan of someone, and then you just go do it by yourself. If it were that easy, you would have done it by now, because there are millions of free exercise plans, nutrition plans, recipe books, YouTube videos, blogs, podcasts. Like, the shit's out there. There's millions of it for free. If it were that simple, you would have already done it by now. And that is not a bad thing. Like, I went to university. I did drop out, but I went to university and I had lectures multiple times a week. It wasn't just, here's a textbook, good luck. When I was doing my traineeship in earth moving, I had a manager and a supervisor who kept me on track. When I had sport and playing soccer, I had a soccer coach. When I was growing up, I had parents. There is only accountability in life. So trying to do this without accountability, without support, without structure is insane, because you don't do that in any other part of life. And the higher up you go in the levels of achievement, whether it be at work, sport, in your career, hobbies, whatever, the higher up you go, the better you get at it, the more support you get, because you are more valuable to those people around you. So unsuccessful people do it all by themselves. And unsuccessful people are unsuccessful. So there's no support systems. Nobody's keeping you accountable. No one's helping you stay on track. But the more someone rises up through the ranks, the more valuable they are to the people within their networks. Let's take an athlete. An Olympic athlete is immensely valuable to the country. Hence why we're going to give you coaches, assistant coaches, dietitians, physios, mindset coaches, performance coaches, going to give you doctors. They are so extremely valuable. Athletes, actors, singers, they produce so much revenue for companies and for organizations and for groups and for people. So that they're going to be held accountable to keep them at their peak level. Weight loss is no different. They're just a human being in a setting. You are a human being. So when our clients come in for accountability, we're going to hold them accountable. We're going to keep them moving forward because they are valuable to us. Clients are super valuable. We want them to do well. Obviously, they're paying us money. So if you're going to be paying us money, we're going to make sure you're going to get the result. We need an equal exchange of return on investment, meaning that if you pay us money, you're going to get a damn result. Because if you pay money and don't get a result, you're like, fuck you, they suck. And then if clients do really well, now they have referrals. Now they're a walking billboard. They're like, people are like, oh my God, you've lost this weight. What did you do? And they go, oh, Josh and the company, Bliss Body U, they're fucking amazing. Go talk to them. Extremely valuable. So our job is to make sure our clients do fucking amazing, because then it's a relationship. And in return, they're going to say good things about us. They're going to send us referrals. They're going to be like shouting our name, going, oh my God, like you need to do this program. But people who don't have accountability don't do very well in life, in every aspect of life, particularly in the weight loss side of things. So the main thing ladies are coming for is learning the maintenance, getting the nutrition right, and being held accountable. So if you need that kind of help, maybe it's time you reach out. Maybe it's time you go, fuck, I need to stop doing this by myself, because that's obviously what unsuccessful people do, because I'm unsuccessful, and that's okay. As long as you learn from the mistakes and don't keep doing them, because every decision you make is getting you either closer or further away from the goal. So if you're a procrastinator and you kick the can down the road and you keep putting things off, well, you're just going down the unsuccessful path. We know where that leads. So if you want to change the outcomes that you're getting, you've got to change the decisions that you're making. Maybe it's time to start going in the right direction. Have a think about it. All right, ladies, lots of love, and I'll see you on the next one.